all the three queens on my channel.
Yes, bro. Your clothes are also scripted. And I got the bike. Supposedly got the bike, which I never got actually. किसी को नहीं पता है ये बात. मैंने उसको call किया dumping ground के पहले. What happened to that personality जब performance की बारी आई? She could not perform because it was an inter-caste, inter-religion, inter-city, inter-faith marriage. It's the worst thing. She's no more, and I still remember. I still have till date. I have that screen recording. वही पूछेगा ये क्या कर रहे हो माँ? What were you doing on the show? Why were you?
Why are you shouting?
Yeah, why were you
told me not-
shouting? तो उस टाइम पे मैं रख ही नहीं पाया. मैं बहुत intimidate हो गई, and then I started crying and I went off. Be this evil queen and you have to be this and that. तो मुझे वो बात नहीं समझ आई राज की, क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि you know what, you are off camera. Right up to that point, I still didn't have a thought in my head that he's going to be my future husband. We weren't even trying. All ganging up. I'm from Chandigarh. I'm from Delhi. So we got tagged as, oh hey, the roadies guys are, you know, against these guys and that guys and all of that. But no, it was actually, I don't relate to that person anymore. Within 1 week of me finding out and telling my family that I'm getting my first child and we are having the first new member in our family, I lost her. We are pregnant.
Oh, please!
After Splitsvilla. And Gurmeet bhi us festival mein aaya tha. And Brittany, who's his wife right now, she was also there at the festival through Kavya. No, I 100% disagree क्योंकि मैंने कुछ बोला नहीं था roadies के time पे. Everybody knew that we were not the losers in that task, but they made us the losers in that task. So how can you say that, you know, we were favored in that situation? And that person had also done some other reality show also. And ऐसे और भी लोग थे जो कैमरा ऑन होते ही कुछ और बनते थे. Sid happens to be Kavya's. Oh God, I don't even want to mention this. So Sid was, that day I had lost everything. I said, there is no logical reasoning in my head. I can't do this.
Do you miss anything about your single life?
Really? I miss everything.
Agree that Raj Nandini single-handedly like fought with you all?
She did put up a fight, but they could not, right? They could not be a part of the wedding and they still celebrated. They're like, you know, हमारी बेटी की शादी हो रही है. So they were so happy for it. Even though we didn't have it on that scale, they could not come. Very important for us to, you know, go. How can it get any worse than that? Because I was pregnant and knowing that she's no more. Bhavya, in my 5th month, out of nowhere, I just lost my child.
Relationships you were facing.
Bhavya, I don't think I should talk about this.
No? Hi guys, what is up? This is your girl Bhav and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have, can we have a moment for Miss Martina in the house? Martina, before we start this podcast, I have to tell you this, like audience was going mad bonkers to have you on the channel and they have requested you are here, please have your moment and address it.
Oh my God, it's so sweet. First of all, hi everybody. And hi Bhavya, thanks for having me. It feels really nice. I've been watching your podcast and you're doing a fab job.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited to be here. And I'm so thankful for everyone who wanted me to be here. So,
so that we could connect.
Here we go.
I think, so that we could connect and I think this is gonna go like long time.
Yes.
तो मार्टिना हम आपका ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, हम सीधा मुद्दे पे आएंगे. मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है कि पहले तो अभी बता दो आपका रोडी स्प्लिट्सविला ये जो सब आपने किया है ये हुआ कैसे था? Like what was the drill to it?
Yeah, so roadies happened first. 2015 में हुआ था. And I'll tell you honestly कैसे हुआ था. The auditions were happening 10 minutes away from my house for the first time in Pune. Pune में पहली बार हो रहा था auditions and I checked the location. I'm like, shit, it's happening right here. I was like, चलो, let's go, let's have a look. Like, you know, curiosity. And उस time पे मैं graduation कर रही थी, but I had already done like a personality pageant and you know I came as a runner up and जबकि वहाँ पे सारे models ही थे. So I felt like that was a confidence booster for me and I felt I wanted to try. मुझे सारे avenues try करना, like I want to see what I'm capable of. मैं रोडीज गई, ऑडिशन में गई थी एंड ऑनेस्टली मेरे से कुछ नहीं हो पाया. लाइक यू नो दैट फर्स्ट राउंड होता है जहाँ पे सब लोग बैठे हैं, 15 लोगों को एक कमरे में बिठाते हैं एंड दे गिव यू अ टॉपिक टू डिस्कस. आई डिडंट डिस्कस एनीथिंग मच. इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज मेरा एक तो हिंदी भी बहुत गंदा था उस टाइम पे, इससे भी ज़्यादा गंदा. सो आई कुडंट टॉक अबाउट एनीथिंग एंड आई डिडंट एक्सपेक्ट अ कॉल बैक बट दे एक्चुअली कॉल्ड मी बैक. At 1 o'clock in the night.
Why did you call you? You told me that.
My personal understanding of this is because उनको लगा कि यार genuinely उस कमरे में the only one who least spoke was me. And पता नहीं शायद उनको कुछ वो अलग because they're always looking for different people, right? So maybe I fit some category of theirs which मुझे नहीं पता क्या है, but that is the only logical reasoning I have. Otherwise, I gave them no reason for them to call me. मैंने कोई ऐसे argument रखा नहीं किसी के सामने.
Because मार्टिना लोग ये कहते हैं कि रोडी स्प्लिट्सविला इन सब shows के अंदर उन लोगों का होता है स्पेशली जो लोग बहुत बोलते हैं.
नहीं,
आप नहीं मानते?
नहीं, I 100% disagree क्योंकि मैंने कुछ बोला नहीं था रोडीज के टाइम पे. And मुझे genuinely 1 o'clock I remember in the night I was not expecting a call back. 1 o'clock I got a call कि कल तुम्हें you're in the top 50.
Yeah.
टॉप 50 के बाद भी 20 सिलेक्ट होता है ना, तो मैं टॉप 50 में सिलेक्ट हो गई थी. एंड जब मैं अगले दिन चले गई आई वाज वेरी एक्साइटेड. आई एम लाइक वाओ, ओके, आई गॉट अनदर चांस डूइंग नथिंग. सो आई वेंट अगेन फॉर द टॉप 50 एंड देन लिटरली देयर इज अ फॉर्म यू हैव टू फिल आउट which are more personalized questions and all of that. So I think one of the reasons why I got into the top 20 also is because I kind of mentioned that I do belly dancing and things like that. So they wanted that factor on the show. So
you
maybe
think
creative people definitely saw it as an angle that, oh, hey, pretty looking girl.
Yeah, belly dancing.
I was not looking sporty at all. I had like a face of makeup and straight hair and like very quiet and not talking to anyone. Everyone's like there and they're all ganging up. I'm from Chandigarh. I'm from Delhi. मैं यहाँ से हूँ, मैं वहाँ से हूँ, and I'm just like, okay, now I'm here. I knew I was called as a pretty face kind of a factor.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so that's how you got into roadies.
Roadies.
How was the journey like?
That was not where auditions में मैंने clear नहीं किया था. When I met Ranvijay and all, मैं रोने लग गई. मैंने बोला ये ज़्यादा हो रहा है, अभी मेरे से नहीं हो पा रहा है. But they called me. हाँ, I didn't get selected in the auditions. They started grilling me on questions and then I was like, they're like, you're here for fame and you're for this and you're for that. And then, you know, when you're not able to express yourself, जब एक language में आप बोल नहीं पाते हो और कोई आपको कुछ you know pinpoint किए जा रहे कि तुम इसलिए यहाँ पे हो, तुम वैसे हो वैसे हो. Even if I had a point, मैं वो रख ही नहीं पाती. तो उस टाइम पे मैं रख ही नहीं पाया, मैं बहुत intimidate हो गई and then I started crying and I went off. They called me for the online auditions after that. So I cleared the online auditions, then I went as a wild card.
In roadies. I'm not a roadies girl.
That's okay.
I don't know what the concept is all about. For me,
Yeah.
roadies is something where people go mad crazy about tasks. And for me, मैं बेचारा प्यारा सा बच्चा, मैं ये सब नहीं कर सकती. So you only told me that you were in roadies on the call, remember? And I was like, oh, you were in roadies. Wait, what a bad research I've done. But I'm not a roadies girl. But now since I have started doing podcast, तो मेरे को जानना पड़ता है लोग आ रहे हैं roadies में भी. So coming back to the point, you went as a wild card. How was that about?
Very nice. Task करने मिला. That was actually जब मुझे task करने मिला when they called me and I got selected in Battleground. वो online platform होता है.
So you could perform on
I could perform. I performed in that. When I won the task, I went on the show. So तब मुझे लगा कि ठीक है, मैं कुछ कर सकती हूँ यहाँ पे. नहीं तो तब तक it was like, oh, let me try it out. But जब one stage clear, दूसरा stage clear, then you know when I went on the show, when I entered the show, I was the one who won the bike because the Battleground winner, the one who gets selected, and I got the bike. Supposedly got the bike, which I never got actually. So yeah, unfortunately.
नहीं बताओ यार, क्या करते हैं?
जो हमारा last season था Charisma ZMR का, after that cards came.
उस टाइम पे बहुत होता था ना, करिश्मा आता था.
हाँ, हमें कोई bike नहीं मिला. I was the only girl who got somposedly won a bike,
You
but I
did not
never
raise
got.
like a query about it. I would have.
I did, but even the winner Prince also didn't get anything. Everybody got work after that. एक के बाद एक काम में busy लग गए. MTV is giving you work, right? So that's when Splitsvilla happened. They called me for Splitsvilla.
So you got a call from roadies directly to Splitsvilla?
No, not directly. I did another show which was called MTV Heat Ticket. उसमें Karan Kundra was hosting. It was Raghu Rajiv's show. Raghu's show actually. So that was one episode and we did it in Rishikesh. उसके बाद मुझे Splitsvilla के लिए call आया. Till then I was still not thinking reality show मेरा cup of tea है because you know roadies में I didn't do anything. I mean, I performed tasks, but I didn't have that. मेरा personality नहीं निकल के आ रहा था. Nobody knew what I am and what I'm doing over there.
Do you think that is because आपने ये आपका पहला reality show था? शायद इसलिए?
Yeah. And for me, it was like, let's give it a try. But honestly, I didn't have that agenda ना कि मैं जाके कुछ point clear करूँ. Splitsvilla में I was very clear what I wanted to, you know, get out and win the show. So, but that didn't happen with roadies. And yeah, that got over and then I got a call for Splitsvilla.
Then that show, that Splitsvilla जो था आप लोगों का season का, that was roadies versus something. Contestant, right?
हाँ, supposedly everybody calls that.
How, like I feel like people have had this perception since forever that रोडीज वालों को ये शो फेवर करता था, स्पेशली स्पिट्सविला सीजन 9 के अंदर लोगों ने ये नोटिस किया है. Because like how Raj came on the podcast and like I saw the comments and people were commenting that the whole show was biased towards roadies. Do you agree to that?
That is how it was projected. 100% I agree. If I was an audience और मैं show देख रही हूँ तो मुझे भी लगता कि यार इनको favor किया जा रहा है. But as a contestant who was there on the show, I can tell you about literally a task also which happened, which was जिसमें hurdle task था जहाँ पे couples were performing together, and I was not the queen that time. I was out of the throne, and उस time पे they messed around with the timing and they put us into the danger zone. So do I think they wanted us to be in the danger zone, and I don't know what their reason for that was, but everybody knew that we were not the losers in that task, but they made us the losers in that task. So how can you say that we were favored in that situation? We were not. Okay. So I only feel like the channel guys, see, I can say one thing, we came from a background of roadies, but हमारा connection ही इतना strong बन गया ना starting में. Like I met Kavya the first day I arrived from the airport, and that was the only person I spoke to since day one. And not because that she came from roadies, but I clicked with her on a very personal level. And then she became my roommate, and then like I became a this, and we actually, because मैं उस level पे बात कर पाई उससे, that hey, what's up and all of that, and she sounded like a very somebody whom I could connect with, and हमने वैसे वो pact बनाया था कि हम end तक we'll support each other and all of that. And क्योंकि I feel that touchwood, a lot of relations or friendly relations also don't survive in a show atmosphere, right? हमारा टिक गया. So because we were also performing and we were in that connection strong, all of that, like our bonding was very strong between our roadies gang. Yeah. So we got tagged as, oh hey, the roadies guys are against these guys and that guys and all of that. But no, it was actually not that scene. I was even Raj Nandini for that matter, I always supported her in the sense that when she came also, I told her also, Raj, yaar, tu bahut naive hai, you're very innocent and all of that. And you need to Kavya used to talk to her. हम लोग बात करते थे उससे, we were in for it. And when even Raj Nandini ka task hua tha Niharika ke saath, I was really in for Raj Nandini to win. One, because I was not supporting Niharika, but other reason because I felt like Raj Nandini was more fair as a person, she was not that cunning or evil or anything of that sort. What happened after she became a queen, that's a different story, but...
what is that different story you're saying? Like, I did not understand, like what different story as in?
Raj Nandini, she started proving a point after, the producers got onto her and they're like, everybody knows this.
She said it herself.
She said it herself that, they used to come and frame things that, Raj, you have to be this evil queen and you have to be this and that. तो मुझे वो बात नहीं समझ आई राज की, क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि what you are off camera, even when I was a queen and I remember she became the queen and I हमारे queens के कमरे में ना वो था, फोन था, housekeeping वाला फोन जो होटल का फोन होता है, तो किसी को नहीं पता है ये बात. मैंने उसको कॉल किया डंपिंग ग्राउंड के पहले, I said, राज, मैं तुम्हारे कनेक्शन को नहीं डंप करूंगी, तुम मेरे कनेक्शन को नहीं डंप करोगे. She said, yeah, Martina. And she came onto the dumping ground and she did exactly opposite that. That is why I got shocked and hurt. कि यार मैंने इस बंदी को बहुत सपोर्ट किया, मैंने उसको इतना मतलब I never thought of her as a competition, I want her to.
You always thought she's a naive girl who's been taken advantage by the makers.
She was always taken advantage by the makers. She also realized that show के जाने के बाद सबको पता है ये बात, that poor thing she वो evil queen जो बनाने के चक्कर में उन्होंने मतलब कुछ चीजें obviously कराया उससे. Which
was very shocking for me, like, because her whole personality is very different.
She's very different.
Yeah, than how she was shown on TV. Because I met her. Okay, when I called her, and I said this in the podcast also, I don't know if you'll relate to this. I was like, who am I talking to? Is there somebody else on the call or whatever it is? And then I met her. I was like, bhai, kya kar diya tere saath? Matlab, you get that empathy for that woman.
See, that would have been me on roadies. मैं नई हूँ. कैमरास के सामने पहली बार आई हूँ, एंड अगर शो वाले आते कि लिसन तू ऐसी है वैसी है, तू वैसे बन सकती है, एंड यू कैन बी दिस एंड दैट एंड ऑल. I also could have probably fallen prey to that, like I would have been like, okay, maybe they are seeing something in me that I don't see myself, and maybe I would have been something that they want me to be. So I don't blame her for it, but that is one of the reasons कि मतलब मैं बस इतना बोलना चाह रही हूँ कि मेरा evil queen या राजनंदन के against कुछ नहीं था. I was supported her. So if you think like you know, roadies, this, that, we...
There was this
ऐसा कुछ
comment
नहीं
I
था.
saw on Raj's podcast where somebody said that Raj also body shamed Martina.
Yeah.
Matlab, out of context, there is no context in this. I'm not gonna go where this was because this
Yeah,
happened long
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just saying that, you know, people notice such few minute things in her podcast. So when you are saying this, ki you supported her. So people will know that, you know, now that she was supporting her off camera always. Till a point where she did not become the queen. You agree to that?
Yeah.
So now when the show was shown on TV and you saw the show outside, what was the feeling like? Like, did you feel like, edit क्यों कर दिया?
हाँ, नहीं मुझे I understand where the audience is coming from. मुझे भी लगा कि काफी कुछ हद तक even I was highlighted a little more than the others. I will not deny that. But you know, my perspective was kept also forward, and I felt that
You were happy with your edit.
I was happy. I wouldn't say I'm happy with my edit. They also know how to tweak things here and there. But it's okay. Whatever I did for the show, like, you know, they have
You
all
don't
the
regret
I
anything?
don't regret anything as such because I honestly, Bhavya, I don't even remember कि क्या क्या
Obviously, you're
content मैंने बोला
we
है
are
show
gonna
पे.
come to the point where you are in your life though, but you know, just a gist of it. So I wanted to tell the audience a little cute story which happened behind the scene, and obviously the camera was not rolling at that time. Something very cute and funny where this happened.
Cute and funny. Cute and funny. मैं funny बता सकती हूँ. Cute तो ऐसा.
हाँ, cute तो कुछ होता ही नहीं split से लग.
Funny बताती हूँ. Funny. Yeah, but this is funny. I'm not going to say the person's name, okay?
Yeah.
Funny ये था कि जब there were some people on the show जो कैमरा रोल होते ही ना एक्शन मोड ऑन में हो जाते थे. तो मेरे लिए वो बहुत फनी था, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, क्योंकि वो जैसे ही कैमरा बंद होता था मेरे साथ आके हे हु हा ऑल ऑफ दैट, एंड देन मेरे दिमाग में आई वाज लाइक हे जस्ट लाइक 10 minutes back you're fighting with me on camera, like for me it was a little difficult. Then I realized, and that person had also done some other reality show also, and ऐसे और भी लोग थे जो कैमरा ऑन होते ही कुछ और बनते थे. सो मुझे वो मेरे से नहीं डाइजेस्ट हो पा रहा था वो बात, बिकॉज आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड कि वो एक कैरेक्टर पोर्ट्रे कर रहे हैं और जैसे ही कैमरा ऑन होता है वो अपना
This is the
कैरेक्टर.
only thing which has stayed in Splitsvilla.
हाँ,
Rest the new things.
अभी भी ऐसे ही है.
हाँ. And
You tell me, no, you also like when how was it
No,
like
no,
when you
me-
had such characters?
I तो once you मेरे साथ एक सिंपल सा सीन है कि एक बार मैं गर्म हो गई तो फिर आई एम गोना मेंटेन दैट गर्माहट. यू नो आई एम नॉट आई एम नॉट समबडी लाइक जिसके साथ अगर मैं क्लोजर नहीं लूंगी ना तब तक मैं भड़कती रहूं,
चाहे वो ऑन कैमरा हो या ऑफ कैमरा. करेक्ट.
तो मैं हमेशा ही लड़ती रहती थी और मेरे को माइक दादा और कैमरा दादा आके ये बोलते थे भव्या कैमरा ऑन नहीं है मतलब. मैंने कहा दिस इज माय ओन थिंग हैपनिंग हियर, स्टे आउट ऑफ इट ब्रो. सो आई वाज ऑलवेज लाइक दैट
You were in that zone.
बिकॉज
yeah.
मुझे खाना नहीं मिल रहा था, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा था, एंड आई एम लाइक आई नीड सर्टेन फूड, आई नीड सर्टेन कॉफी, आई नीड
वो नहीं मिल रहा था.
सर्टेन थिंग्स, नहीं हो रहा था. सो माय एंजाइटी वाज ऑन डिफरेंट लेवल.
हाँ.
And plus the people so irritating. I'm like stop it, I'm not getting my basics.
हाँ, नींद नहीं हो रही है हमारी कंप्लीट, बैक टू बैक शूट हो रही है 12 घंटे
Yeah.
24 घंटे.
So Martina, do you relate to that women we saw in Splitsvilla now as you're sitting here?
Me?
Yeah. If your child watches it, oh my god, it's so sweet to say, you know what, I'm definitely gonna make my child watch it and he's gonna fucking be like, I want to switch my mom, where is the option?
नहीं, he will see a side of me जो शायद वो कभी नहीं देखेगा अभी, because I've become so mellow now, like, you know, I can't be that person again. मैं वहाँ उस टाइम पे like शायद कभी-कभी फालतू चीजें बोलती थी या लड़ती थी या you know, now when I look back I'm like maybe I would not have fought on that also.
Yeah,
Or
so many times. So
many
you
things.
relate
So
to that person, but that was that
I don't relate to that person
Okay.
anymore, but I also feel it's been so long now, तो हम खुद ही
बड़े हो
change
गए.
होते हैं, like
You
you know,
grow.
you
You grow.
situations change you as a person, so we're not the same anymore.
Now, when I come to the thing where I ask these questions to everybody, when things were happening in the show, and you know, a lot of people have noticed it, and people have from your podcast, from your season, have come to my podcast and said कि हमें बोला गया था करने के लिए, या हमें ये गया था, आपको भी बोला गया था कभी?
हाँ बोलते हैं. I think anybody जो ऐसे बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं उनको पता है कि the production people want a certain narrative to be shown and they'll be like hey I think you should do this or you should dump that person या ये करना चाहिए वो करना चाहिए. It's up to you and at the end of the day they're not going to put a gun on your head. But
they definitely, I agree. This is how you should answer it.
Like they used to walk up to people and be like, "Hey, can you do this on camera? Yeah, can you do that on camera?" They asked me to wear a bikini on camera. I was not comfortable wearing a bikini on camera. I wore a one piece for sure, but I still had it. I still felt exposed in that also. But
I agree.
They tell you all these things. They tell you your clothes are also scripted. They tell like we went there for 30 days.
And they tell you come and tell you ये वाला सही है वो वाला सही है.
यार उन्होंने मेरे से फोटोज भी लिए थे कि तू पहनने क्या वाली है वो फोटोज भेजो because we had the whole queen and princesses वाला vibe aesthetic था तो तुम्हारे कपड़े भी वैसे ही होने चाहिए. So they asked for pictures. So even your clothes are scripted on the show to be honest. So they don't want you to repeat any clothes. They don't want so if you're talking about plot and everything, yeah, everything in that way the producers want their show to be how they want it to be. That's nothing that you can change about it.
But the one point you said which I really relate to is that they tell you but it's on you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, because I was also like I mean, I went on a date with this guy. I was fighting initially and then they told me to uske sath connection bana. I'm like ye pagal ho gaye hai kya? And then I used my brain and then I kind of like you know I got the gist of it कि चाहते हैं कि more complicate हो things. So yeah, like because see guys, अब मार्टिना का आपने show देख लिया and all of that, but there is a lot which has happened in her life which I really want to highlight on apart from Splitsvilla. Why? Because I feel like there are a lot of women watching right now who need to hear her story, which I heard and I was like in 5-minute shock. I was like, wait, what? Repeat. I did remember the call. Like, hey, hello, you're there? I'm like, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah. So the last question is, do you think these Splitsvilla people have this biasness towards people?
Splitsvilla people have biases
मतलब जो लोग शो पे आते हैं लोग कहते हैं ना बायस्ड है ये इसकी तरफ इस बच्चे की तरफ बायस्ड है इस बच्चे की तरफ बायस्ड है. हर सीजन में ऐसा होता है कि लोग बोलते हैं दिस शो इज बायस्ड टुवर्ड्स दिस पर्सन और दिस ग्रुप. डू यू अग्री टू दैट?
आई अग्री टू इट. दे आर नॉट बायस्ड बट वो ऐसे करेंगे कि उनको पता है कि कंटेंट कौन दे रहा है ना. मतलब कंटेंट कौन दे रहा है मतलब तुम अगर शो पे आओगे और तुम ऐसे चुपचाप अपना पॉइंट जैसे मैं रोडीज में ऐसी ही थी. आई वाज नॉट टॉकिंग और आई वाज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ द होल गैंगिंग ऑल ऑफ दैट. मैं बहुत उस टाइम पे बहुत क्वाइट थी. सो मेरा एग्जिट करना भी कोई किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा रोडीज पे. सो नोबडी केयर्ड अबाउट दैट राइट. बट दे वांट टू सी हु कैन लीव a message or leave an impact or who can share something, you know, and also prove your point, prove yourself all through the show,
also,
no? No, does that mean that they're going to यार ऐसे थोड़ी है कि मतलब they will save you in every situation. Like I'm just like being a pretty face and I'm not performing. उससे थोड़ी फर्क पड़ेगा. I have to prove myself, no? I can't like be, you know, like initially like you know I think even Rajnandini mentioned this that everybody was in support of Niharika because she was stronger as a personality, but what happened to that personality jab performance ki bari aayi she could not perform, so she had to escape, leave the show because of that. So and eventually somebody who was a quiet personality turned out to be like a really big personality on the show, which was Rajnandini. So
yeah,
so I feel like it's how you want the show to, you know, take you or where you want it to go. Do you want to be like this bitchy person? Do you want to be I was there to win the show and you know to leave an impact in terms of my performance.
You wanted to win the show.
I wanted to win the show. It was my third reality show by then and I came there to win the show and I felt agar main you know, but I was also being myself through
you told
the
me your
process
friend and you had a conversation before you were
I
going.
had a friend उस time पे जिसने मुझे बोला था कि you know यार तू third show पे अभी जा रही है, like you know win it and then just be yourself and don't please, because I have the habit of people pleasing also sometimes, which I was that time. So I would end up being like all of that, and but actual में like you know you don't have to, just be yourself. And that is why a lot of girls probably didn't get along with me also, and it was only Kavya who I was very close to because they.
Are you still close to Kavya?
I'm close to her.
Who all are you close to from Splitsvilla?
I'm close to Kavya.
Only?
Yeah.
Rest nobody? Everybody out of touch?
मैं किसी से भी बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. I spoke to Isha in between. Isha is also mom, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows, and she's got twins. So I connected with her when she became a mother, and like you know we had a good chat after the show. वो तो social media से भी गई है अभी, but I'm sure she's having a very busy life right now. So I was in touch with her for a while.
When you came out, did you all watch one episode or two episodes together?
हाँ हम सबने फिनाले साथ में देखा था so,
फिनाले प्रीमियर साथ में देखा था, फिनाले भी साथ में?
नहीं सिर्फ फिनाले.
Finale. Now, Martina, like if I happen to have a question about Splitsvilla, I'll pop it up in between. But I want to know now, is that what happened after Splitsvilla?
After Splitsvilla, there was a lot of exposure. काम आने लगा my way. A lot of live events, a lot of modeling work, a lot of things on social media blew up, and then I decided, you know, my work was flowing in, right? So I was getting a lot of calls क्योंकि मैं पुणे में based थी उस time पे. That was my hometown, and I was getting calls कि तू बॉम्बे आ जा, तू ये audition कर ले, वो कर ले. मैंने 2 shows और actually I did 2 more shows with MTV.
What all?
I did first show was Roadies, then I did MTV Heat Ticket, then I did Splitsvilla, then I did MTV Big F, and the last show I did was Elevator Pitch.
Oh, you did elevator pitch also?
हाँ.
Okay.
Where Cyrus and
Yeah,
this
I
one
love
was hosting.
Cyrus. I think he's
Yes.
the only one
The
person
OG
from
host.
MTV I relate to. Like he's doing
He's a
podcast
personality.
also now, and I love him. Like he's so funny.
Very nice personality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that show, and then I realized कि यार ये मेरी cup of tea नहीं है. I can't.
You
do
realize
this.
that reality show is not your cup of tea.
No, just media is not my cup
Why?
of tea. Like because एक तो this is going to sound very dumb, but I hate Mumbai. A lot of my work involved me going to Mumbai. So you know when you don't like something and you're not comfortable in that space.
Yeah.
Now I remember जब MTV Big F हम shoot कर रहे थे. It was summer time. And we were shooting in this bungalow and like it's hot and no ACs, no fans, and it gets very uncomfortable, and I hate the city in general. Like you enter and you're like sitting in traffic for 3 hours. It's not me. I can't do that kind of thing. You know, I come from Pune and I felt like I tried. I said I'm going to try for sure. It's not like I don't want to do any of this. You know, I tried all of it, but I didn't get that fluency. मुझे लगा ये मेरी बस की नहीं है.
So
Like, you know,
basically
maybe
काम मिल रहा था, but you were not relating to reality shows.
I was not relating to any kind of media work at that point, and I felt you're not being real talent is not being awarded as obviously people have preferences. Like you were saying that the show was biased towards someone. This is a norm in any field. I don't think it's only in media. Anywhere you go, you're facing
Biasness.
Favorism and your networking. It's the networking these days which matter a lot. So मैं वो networking culture का कभी part नहीं बन पाई. You have to be at parties, you have to be at this socialize, you have to be in touch with so and so person and all of that. So I could not relate to it. I'm not judging people who are part of it. Like you can do that and you can ace at it, but मेरी बस की तो नहीं थी वो, like being a part of that hustle culture. I backed off. I wanted a more grounded life.
So you went back to Pune.
I went back to Pune.
Then
and
you did influencing.
So I started getting approached by brands to market their products. So मैं वो करने लगी and अच्छे खासे पैसे आने लगे. So I started making a livelihood out
But
of
at
it.
the end of the day, Martina, when you know you did reality shows, and when I loop it around, now you're doing influencing. So do you think this is synced to each other?
In a way, it's synced because reality show में people are expecting to judge you on what you show on TV, and that becomes your character. And then when you come out and you're influencing on social media, I was also very vocal about my private life. Ye wo. Till today, I share a lot of things about my married life, my baby, and things like that. So on that terms, it's very similar. Like you know, like you're sharing yourself as a person. And I also kind of like. I'm connecting with brands which are more relevant in that sense, like skincare or you know baby brands these days, yeah, you know travel related because I love traveling. So that in that way it is connected. Influencing.
So now when I ask you that, when did you get married? Like what was that age when you got married?
I got married at the age of 29.
29. Do you think it's the right age to get married?
No, I don't think there's any right or wrong. I don't think you have to. Yeah, today I'm 32 today, but mentally I'm still a little
Girl.
baby.
That's amazing.
So are you going to say like I could be 29 and I'm mentally 40 probably, or maybe some really matured person in my head, but there's no, you can't put a number to it, but you have to be a certain mental age to do these kind of things for sure.
Now my question is gonna be, what did you see in your husband, who's your husband right now, when you had this feeling inside you as a woman? Because लड़कियों को जल्दी से sixth sense आ जाता है ना कि यार इससे शादी करनी है, you know, because what was it that made you, you know, make that decision कि यार I think he's the guy, I'm gonna marry him? What was it? Like, I really, please be practical.
Yeah, I'll be very honest.
Yeah.
So, you really want a story? I'll tell you the whole story. You can
Kavya
decide.
told me she's the one who made
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
for
meet.
sure. Kavya was the Cupid.
Yeah, give her the credit she deserves.
She was the Cupid in the sense that Kavya introduced, Kavya was playing a music festival this time. She was an artist at that point, and I was very much single and, by myself and traveling and doing shows. She's in Martina, I'm doing a festival, and I would love to meet Kavya on occasions like this,
Yeah,
like we don't meet, we are not in the same city, right?
Yeah.
She's like, listen, Martina, मैंने ना forest escape करके festival है, वहाँ पे मैं बजा रही हूँ, तुझे आना है, ये वो ticket, ये वो कर. She said, I'm arranging the tickets for you, you fly down and come.
Yeah.
I went there and I was like, yeah, I'm chilling, it's a music festival, I'll connect, network with people and catch up with Kavya because she was very close to me that time. So I went there and so Sid happens to be Kavya's, oh god, I don't even want to mention this. So Sid was friends with Kavya's at that time,
Yeah.
with Kavya at that point.
Yeah.
And so she said, listen, my friend is coming, go pick her up from the parking. From the festival. So Sid got his truck. I remember wo truck mein aaya tha because it was a jungle, right? So the camp was somewhere else and it was, so he comes and I'm with my luggage. So Sid comes in his truck, like, he had a truck at that point. One of the trucks that he had, and then he came and then I sat in the truck and he's like, hey, I'll drop you. He didn't even say that actually, he was supposed to drop me till the camp. And then we just sat, it was very awkward. I'm like, okay, Kavya's friend. Just said hi and we sat, and literally that was my conversation with him. No, nothing else.
What?
Yeah.
Did not connect instantly?
Nothing. I was very reserved at that point because I had just, I was a little scarred from a lot
The
of things.
previous frogs.
So I was very careful and I was like, yeah, Kavya's friend, whatever. So, but that was my first interaction with my today husband, and we didn't speak actually. Then throughout the festival, it was a 2-3 day festival. We had interactions maybe 1 or 2 times. I remember once he came and took me and he said, please have some water and things like that. He was very sweet like that, but that's about it. We didn't talk much.
Okay.
Then after the festival we connected because on social media and this and that, and I could see his updates, he's seeing my updates, and that's about it. Then 2 years, 3 years later, we actually started connecting on social media when COVID happened.
2-3 years later?
Yeah, others, ना वो होता है ना acquaintances कि हाँ मैं इसको कहीं मिली हूँ
जानता
तो follow करके छोड़ दिया, and that's about it. And then मैं पुणे में हूँ, ये कहीं और है, तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा. I was not looking for it.
So it
no.
was a long distance relationship initially.
Initially, it was a long distance. So when we actually started clicking after COVID, then we met in another event, and then we started clicking. And the main reason I feel is because even though it was long distance and
How did he propose you and all be romantic?
no, there was no proposal and all. Yeah, please. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. It was the most easy, effortless relation. हमें ना कुछ चीज obvious नहीं करनी पड़ी. Like, it was just like we like talking to each other, so we're talking, we're calling. कोई ऐसे ये नहीं था कि तूने मुझे आज क्यों नहीं call किया, ये क्यों नहीं, तू कहाँ पे था या मैं कहाँ पे थी, because it's easy to have that thing in your head ना कि यार ये दूसरे सिटी में पता नहीं क्या कर रही है या वो दूसरे सिटी में पता नहीं क्या कर रहा है. We didn't have those thoughts in my head. I was busy with my family in Pune. We used to connect once in a while that hey, what's up, happy Diwali, happy this, that, ये वो, तब बातें होती थी. Then he said, listen, COVID just हो गया था. He said, let's go to Goa. हमारा सबका मन था. When lockdown had just opened up. So I said, yeah, I want to break. And I was working. I was studying that time. I was doing a course. So I said, yeah, I'll do distant course. He came down as friends. And my parents knew him as Kavya's friends and this and that and all. And I had right up to that point, I still didn't have a thought in my head that he's going to be my future husband. We weren't even trying at that point to, connect on that level. वो आया. And then I remember he still came in his truck at that point. He drove down from Delhi to Pune to get me with his friend. He had a friend in the car. He said, "Chalo, let's go. We're driving down to Goa now." Wow. And he met my family also. My dad is like, "यार किसके साथ कहाँ जा रही है? तुम लोग गोवा जा रहे हो इतने लंबे टाइम के लिए?" I said, "Yeah, friends, ये वो." वहाँ गए तो Goa was the deciding factor actually. Goa was so easy, effortless, no stress, we both were very comfortable with each other. वो कुछ एक होता है ना, like when you feel like you have to put in so much of effort into a relation. Even when it comes to, initially it's friendship, right? You don't directly become a couple. Like you have to be easy with each other. वो trust होना चाहिए. We didn't have any problems, and I think that was the reason why we became so comfortable with each other कि यार this person is not hectic with me, and we are good with each other. Our taste was matching. We used to like the same kind of food. We used to like the same kind of music, same kind of drinks, and you know, all those factors got us together, and we are like, hey, this person is someone I'm very comfortable with.
So you just were looking for comfort with your.
I was not looking for anything. It just naturally happened that everything was easy. You know, you're vibing with that. I met Bhavya, and having a conversation with Bhavya initially with me was very easy, right? Like, I didn't have to think about, oh my god, what is she going to say, or what am I going to say, or what is going to happen. It doesn't happen with everyone. You don't have that kind of
Yeah.
easiness with everyone.
No, I agree.
And that is the reason why I connected with my boyfriend or my husband right now, because it was very easy.
So I wanted to know, like, when did you know that you want to get married to this guy? What was the feeling like? The easy part we got it, but the decision making. Did he pop the question? Did you pop the question? How did you decide? चलो यार अब शादी कर लेते हैं, अभी हम सही चल रहे हैं.
हाँ, so मैं तब तक तो 28 की तो थी. And जब हमारा गोवा ट्रिप हो गया, and then we were back into our cities, and then we said, okay, you know, we miss each other a lot.
Long distance कैसे चला पहले वो बताओ.
बहुत easy चला, touch wood, till
But
today.
people say that long distance has so many problems. I was just watching something on Instagram, and I think 90% of our Instagram reel say that long distance चल ही नहीं सकता. Your boyfriend is cheating, your girlfriend is cheating. You can expect.
That's what I'm saying now, that वो level का maturity मेरे husband में भी था and मेरे में भी था, because I was not looking for anything else. I was looking for stability. He
I
was
think
looking
your
for
generation
stability.
was much easy.
No, I reached that age. I'm saying ना mental age. Mental age है कि
वहाँ पे
तुम
भी हम आएंगे.
हाँ कि
कैसे
तुम
भी?
एक एज तक आए हो, तुम्हें कुछ और टाइम पास करना ही नहीं है, तुम दोनों एक ही डायरेक्शन
You
में
both were
गुजार रहे हो,
looking for
भले ही
that.
हम दूसरे अलग अलग सिटीज में, बट वी नो कि हमारा इंटरेस्ट एक ही जगह पे है, सो वी विल वर्क टुवर्ड्स इट. मुझे कुछ और समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था. आई वाज लाइक, या दिस गाय इज कंफर्टेबल, आई सी हिम एज अ prospect and he also sees me as a prospect, so why waste time on it? And then we still took one more year. We had our families meet, we met each other, we still spent more time to see how it goes, and all of that into consideration, everything, I obviously had to get my parents' approval also, because it was an inter-caste, inter-religion, inter-city, inter-faith marriage. And
what is his religion?
he's a Punjabi Hindu.
And you are?
I'm a Christian.
Oh,
From Kerala.
How did that happen?
So that's why I'm born and raised in Pune, but my roots are in Kerala. I'm a Mallu girl.
Oh.
So
I want to make you speak in Mallu today.
so imagine I don't know Mallu. Please, sorry, homies, don't get hard on me, because I'm not a pro at Mallu. So I'm born and raised in Pune. We always grew in that environment, and for me to suddenly find someone out of this was a big deal for my family.
Yeah,
so I had to get.
I think South Indians and North Indians coming together
Yeah.
is very tough.
And imagine my parents बहुत ही conservative.
Yeah.
कि यार तू तो Christian ये वो, but they also became so eased out with Sid, no? कि मुझे उतना मेहनत नहीं करना पड़ा उस डिपार्टमेंट में. फिर touch wood, like, you know, it all started clicking one by one. So all of that added
So no
up to
proposal was there.
There was no official proposal.
Families मिली, decide
Families
किया,
मिली,
शादी करते हैं.
हाँ,
चट
comfortable हो
शादी
गया,
हुई.
और हमारा COVID wedding हुआ था.
COVID wedding हुआ था. How was COVID wedding like?
Nobody knows about this. It was so bad. My parents could not attend my own wedding.
What?
Yeah, so we 22nd January was 29th January was our decided date for the wedding, and we had decided this once our roka was done in June, July.
Yeah.
September actually we got roka-fied. So that's when my family came down. We decided चलो फिर prep चालू हुआ कि चल ठीक है. तब COVID चल रहा था, but there was no lockdown as such. सोचो कुछ lockdown नहीं था उस time तक.
I think lockdown started in February, January only.
मैं बताती हूँ कब lockdown start हुआ. मेरे शादी के ही time पे lockdown start हुआ.
Okay.
So prep हो रहा है, हमने venue सब book किया है. We are looking at costumes. Everyone, I'm calling all of my relatives. Everyone's booking, deciding dates to fly down and come for the wedding, and we were planning to have it in Delhi. And everything was set. So January comes, actually December comes, and it was New Year's time. And you know, when it becomes all festive, the government became hard on the rules. And cases are going up and this and that and all. And मेरी फट रही थी तभी उस time पे. I'm like,
You knew something's
I'm
gonna
like
happen.
something's wrong is gonna happen, and I was really scared because शादी का date fixed है, हमारा सारा कुछ booked है, advances were given, everything was done, and then 9th of January, I still remember my best friend got married that day, and she got married on 9th of January. She had 1,000 people at her wedding. अगले दिन रूल आता है कि only 20 people are allowed in your house, not even on an outside venue. 20 people can be in a house for a celebration, चाहे वो शादी हो या जो भी हो. I imagine I'm getting that news right 2 weeks before my wedding. 22nd, 29th was my wedding, and मैं 9th of January को ये rule निकलता है. Now, obviously, all of us are sitting down, and we're like, अब क्या करें? Now, you know, either we postpone this now, it's going to be another postpone. We don't know how long it's going to go. It could take another couple of months for it to normalize.
Yeah.
So.
But you wanted to get married no matter what the condition, whatever they're gonna throw at us.
No, it was not me. We took, because my mom was a heart patient from before. So I said, you know, COVID time में lockdown restrictions आ चुके हैं, मैं अपनी मम्मी को कैसे लेके जाऊँ वहाँ पे? I was scared of her falling sick. And then I said, you know, maybe there are chances that maybe you won't be able to come to my wedding. So I don't want to have this wedding right now. But then we spoke mutually. Everyone sat down, Sid's family and everyone. And then we said, you know, let's just go ahead with this. Let's just do it for the sake of the union of the two of you. And we'll celebrate at a later point. So we had one ceremony in Pune. Sid came down to take me. He flew down to get me from Pune. We had one ring ceremony मेरे घर पे जहाँ पे मेरे घर वाले और family friends थे who could not come down to Delhi for the
wedding.
And then he took me and my sister also fell ill. She got COVID. My sister got COVID on my wedding. Can you imagine? My brother, my mom and dad could not come because they are senior citizens. I could not afford them falling sick for the wedding. With their permission, with their blessings, after my ring ceremony, I went to Delhi and my brother was there जिसने मेरा कन्यादान किया था. So it was my brother who did my kanyadan for the wedding with my in the house, in Sid's house. Sid के छत पे पूरा decoration करा हुआ था. हमने फेरेज उसके छत घर पे लिया था.
Isn't that cute though?
It was very cute.
This is how Alia and Ranveer got married, you know, on the like balcony.
Yes, it was exactly like that.
So I think that is more, you know, sentimental.
Yes.
I just don't get it why people, especially in Delhi, are going so bonkers about wedding these days. Because भाई शादी करनी है, लोग आके खा पी के बुराई करके चले जाएंगे. It's just gonna be you two. I feel like when I'm gonna get married, if I'm gonna get married, I feel like I want me to have fun. This is my day.
Yes.
Fuck you all. I'm gonna enjoy my best.
We were still scared. Imagine भव्या, COVID peak time, lockdown, कोई बाहर नहीं जा सकते, कुछ नहीं कर सकते और हम शादी कर रहे घर पे. पूरा setup जो हमारा वहाँ पे location पे setup होने वाला था वो हम घर लेकर आए. Sid got it home.
This is the house you still live in.
I still live in.
Wow.
And सोचो Sid के closest family, they live next door to each other. मेरे सारे ससुराल वाले and all, they live very close to each other. So all of them could make it for the wedding. So they didn't have to travel from far. My family could not fly down. I mean, my mom and dad, because there's, you know, my mom was a heart patient and I could not take the risk of her falling sick.
But you
and she agreed that you should go ahead and have this wedding. And then we live telecasted the whole wedding.
You live telecasted it?
While it's happening, my mom and dad are dancing in the barat at home. So you do a live.
You do
the camera guy, आजकल वो concept चल रहा है. You can do a live while things are happening and there are people at home.
My mom and dad
my mom and dad got fully ready at home in the dining room. I still remember they were sending me pictures, you know, and they were dancing in my hall at home. You know, they were doing the barat at home. It was so special for me. In that sense, I wish they would have been a part of the wedding.
Oh my God. Please,
but they could not, right? They could not be a part of the wedding and they still celebrated. They're like, you know, हमारी बेटी की शादी हो रही है. So they were so happy for it. Even though we didn't have it on that scale, they could not come. But we celebrated afterwards and it was very important for us to, you know, go through with it. It was a very difficult wedding, to be very honest, not having your nearest ones. My best friend flew down. My sister fell sick, imagine. I didn't even have my sister on my this because COVID. So, but his family is a very warm family. They really welcomed me in the sense that, you know, I felt that it was all worth it.
But you know, the best part is like your mom and dad wanted this marriage to happen.
They wanted it to happen.
Because I think your parents just know it.
They know it.
Yeah. I feel like they just know it, especially for the girls.
Yeah.
The girl side, mom and dad,
yeah,
they just know it.
Yeah, and imagine my parents being like, "यार हम तो जा ही नहीं पा रहे." They could have easily been like, "No, we don't want this right now."
Because हर माँ बाप का सपना होता है कि, you know, like,
you're giving their daughter off to somebody else, but they said, "No, this is all going to be worth it. It's okay, just go for it. If the universe wants it to be a certain way, let's just happen. And then that is why we did one ceremony in Pune, one ceremony in Delhi. So my family was in Pune celebrating, and then his family was in Delhi celebrating, whoever could make it.
Now you got married.
Now I'm married.
Yes.
It's been...
And the story you have is so relatable, honestly. You know why? Because I have seen a lot of stories on internet. People have told me, I got butterflies. मुझे आज तक नहीं हो रहे. I get confused. What butterflies these people are having? I'm not having these. But you're so right. Like, I think women should actually look for a man who they're comfortable with, who they can be themselves and not have the pressure of doing certain things certain way. You know?
Yeah.
So now when you got married, so now you have a son who's very gorgeous and beautiful. Congratulations on that from me and my YouTube.
Thank you.
I want to know, like, what were the difficulties, or, you know, like, since you were young, you know, like, aaj ke zamane mein, like, you know, like, people are doing IVF. They're doing a lot of things to conceive. Like, they freeze the egg at 29, 30, and they give birth around 35. That's the trend happening right now. But I think you, when I asked you this question off camera also, like, did you plan the child? Did you, like, wanted to have a child always? So I want to know more about that.
Yes, so once we got married, I knew at some point I want to have a child. I want to have my own children. And when it felt right with the right person, I said, let's not waste time. And one of the reasons was, I had an ailing mother, okay? My mom's not here today, but at that point she was very sick. And I wanted her to meet her first grandchild. I wanted my mom to meet her first grandchild. So within 4 months of my marriage, I remember I tried to, I mean, I didn't try. Did I try? I don't know, but it just happened. And I conceived, and I was like, okay, like, you know, mom, and I called home, I remember.
So happy.
I was waiting to share this news. I'm like, mom, you're going to meet your grandchild, you know, everyone's going to like, we was also happy that, you know, there's a new member coming into the family. And that's what I'm saying. One of the reasons I wanted to do it sooner is because she had a problem which was just deteriorating her. And in my head, it was like, yaar, wo Montessori teacher thi. She used to teach, she has taught over 500 kids all her life. Okay, I was part of she used to have a playgroup and nursery at home. And I said, what joy would it be that she would get to meet her own grandchild? And we are 3 siblings, and I got married second, but my brother doesn't have children. So I said, I want to, you know, get her that. And yeah, that was a motivating factor for me to get a grandchild and get a child.
How, like, did you, like, what happened? Like, what was the process of, like, getting, like, when you were getting married, and you knew that you're going to have a child because your mom, you wanted her to have a grandchild. Now when we're coming through the process of it, like your husband and you, like together, like you guys plan it, or you just like be like...
No, at that point it was very natural. We didn't plan anything. And but when it happened, we were all very... First thing is, you know, like, oh, it's happening now. And
so he was also very happy.
Yeah.
He wanted to have a child.
Yeah. There was no doubt in that. Like we were not thinking otherwise. Like our focus was to start a family and, you know, settle down.
How did you get to know, if you want to share this story, how did you get to know you're pregnant? Like, what was the story about?
I mean, you just understand, right? Like when you when you go through a monthly cycle, you miss it.
Monthly cycle में ही आपने पकड़ लिया था. I've seen women who have said this to me that Bhavya, 3 months I'm not getting. I'm like, what is happening? I'm going to take the test.
No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. मेरा उल्टी बेहोश ये सब कुछ नहीं हुआ था. Like I just understood through this.
Okay. Now you told me this off camera. You had a miscarriage while you and the same time your mom's passed away. So what was that phase like in your life?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, like, you know, when I found out that I'm pregnant, I shared it with everyone at home. It was a very exciting time for me. And I remember it was the 24th or 25th of April. And 28th of April, 2022, my mom got admitted into the hospital. And उस टाइम पे ऐसा था, imagine 3 days after I've just shared the news, and I said, okay, you know, it did not sound good at that point. She had a stroke at home, and but she was in the hospital, and I said, you know, I should fly down right now. I should go and see her and all of that. मैं Delhi में थी, but I caught a cold at that point, and I was not feeling well. So मेरे सारे, you're pregnant, you just found out you're pregnant and your mom's in the hospital and you're like, you know, you really want to go and see her. But उस time पे ये था कि you should also be careful yourself. So I found out that she's getting discharged the next day. And जिस दिन का मैंने उसी time पे flight ticket book किया था, but मैं उसी time पे बीमार भी पड़ गई. So I was like very apprehensive. I was constantly on video call with her. I said, you know, should I come down, should I not? She gave me a heads up on everything. She was fine by then. She was going to get discharged the next day. The day after I was going to fly down. Then I said, Mom, you get discharged tomorrow. I will come see you at home.
Okay.
मैं ठीक हो जाती हूँ पहले. And Bhavya, you won't believe it that I don't know why that last video call I had with her, I somehow screen recorded that. It was a 3-minute video call, I still remember.
You somehow screen recorded that.
I never screen record any video calls.
Nobody does it. Like
Nobody does that. And Bhavya, that was the last call I ever had with my mom. I woke up in the morning and she was gone. She was gone, but she was on ventilator. She was not physically, mentally there. You know, physically her last heartbeats were working. And imagine what kind of regret I would have had in my head that if only I would have taken that flight and gone to see her. And I can't tell you what I was living through those moments, you know, like shit bro, you had to fall sick now. You had to like miss your flight to not go see her. And then the morning she went on ventilator, I said, chalo now to I have to go. I don't care, I want to go see her. I went to the airport. It was a morning 10 o'clock I came to know, and Sham ka flight मैंने book किया था. Me and my brother was also in Delhi at that point. So we went to the airport, and airport pe, right before departure we came to know that she's no more. And that was the worst. Like just imagine, like, you know, how can it get any worse than that? That I missed the flight. I didn't go see her because I was sick, because I was pregnant. And knowing that she's no more, like that, how do you digest that when you're in a public environment and like, you know, people are around you and you come to know your mom is no more? It's the worst that could happen, right? It's the worst. And the moment I landed in Pune and I'm seeing her lifeless, it's the worst thing. She's no more. And I still remember, till date I have that screen recording with her. And she was only worried that, you know, ये ठीक है क्या, इसका cold ठीक है. उनको थोड़ी पता था कि वो कल नहीं रहेंगे. She didn't know that. But she was more concerned about me, that Jaya, are you fine? Are you drinking? Did you take anything? तू medicines कुछ ले रही है क्योंकि तू pregnant है, तू खा भी सकती है या नहीं खा सकती है. उनको मेरी tension थी कि, you know, and within 1 week of me finding out and telling my family that I'm getting my first child and we are having the first new member in our family, I lost her. The person who gave birth to me. That day I had lost everything. I said there is no logical reasoning in my head. I can't do this. I forgot about the person inside me or the thing that was growing inside me, and it became a thing, right? Because I could not connect to it. My attention was on whom I lost, and I said, I don't know. I don't care. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think of anything. And जब तक मैं पुणे में थी ना शादी के पहले, I was very hands-on with her medications, her hospital visits. She had heart failure for 15 years. So by the time I got married, her heart was functioning only 12%. So we knew she was very fragile. But did I know that she's going to die when I'm going to have a child? No, I didn't know. That was the worst thing that can happen to you, right? You're the person who got you into this world and you are going to be a mom now. And she's not there. You don't have anybody to ask, you know, Mom, I have my mother-in-law. I'm very grateful and blessed to have a person like her. But your mom is that, yeah, she's going to share experiences with you that, hey, Jaya, sorry, they call me Jaya at home. So, you know, तुम्हारे time पे तू ऐसी थी या तेरे time पे ऐसे खाते थे या तू ऐसे थी या वैसे थी. I have so many questions in my head now as a mother which are unanswered. I don't know. It's all a secret, right? My dad would also not know things that my mom would know. And today also when I look at my son, I look at Arjun, I'm like, काश मेरी mom होती तो मैं ये पूछ लेती कि क्या ऐसे होता था या वैसे होता था या ये कर सकते या वो कर सकते. She had 3 kids, right? So she would have been very helpful in sharing her insight and train me as a mother, new mom, which I didn't get, unfortunately. So.
Did you go forward with the child?
So my first child, when I found out that she's gone and first 3 months I was mourning, I spoke to my husband, I said, I can't do this. I can't move over her death, and
What
how do
was
I?
his reaction while you were saying this?
So when I said, I can't focus on the child, I can't, मेरा उस जगह से दिमाग नहीं हट रहा है, मैं इसको क्या ही ध्यान दूंगी. So he understood, because he himself had lost his father a while ago. So he, as a partner, he was there. He understood. He said, "Yeah, if you're not there, you're not there right now. We'll try some other time. It's okay. It's okay. Just take it easy on yourself. Don't be hard." But we let it go. We let it be. I was still in that mindset. I could never move over things. Right? Somewhere it is all there buried in your head that you don't have your parent anymore, your mom anymore. And then, Bhavya, in my 5th month, out of nowhere, I just lost my child in my 5th month. Like, it's very few cases it happens,
Yeah.
Once you're over the 3rd month threshold, then they say that, okay, now miscarriages are very less, it doesn't happen. 3 months, you have to be very careful, the first 3 months. So I was over the threshold, but I was over it in a very pathetic manner. I'm not able to focus on eating, you have to nourish yourself, you have to be careful about things. I was very least bothered about that because I could not put my attention into it. And then when I reached 4th, 5th month, I think my body just took a toll, and it just naturally happened that I was not seeking the new child, and somehow my body just, acted that way, and I had a miscarriage.
It was not meant to be.
It was probably not meant to be. And yeah, so within a span of 5 months, I lost my mom, and then I lost my first child, which I was looking forward to. But then I kind of...
You were looking forward to it.
Which I was initially looking forward
Initially.
to. But not anymore
Because
after.
somewhere, I want to address this. Like, this is, I think, my 4th podcast in which we have discussed about, any person losing their parent. Now here why I relate to you more, because हमें बचपन से ये सिखाया गया है एक माँ अपने बच्चे से बहुत प्यार करती है ना. हमें बड़े होते होते ये मतलब मूवीज हो गई, मम्मी पापा का प्यार हो गया, मतलब तुम गलत हो गए बट अपनी माँ के लिए अपना बच्चा गलत कभी नहीं होता.
माँ के लिए.
हाँ.
No, I can't speak for father 100% because papas are very practical and logical. Mothers are emotional. They don't care about the world. They will do anything for their child.
So exactly where I was going with this was like, imagine the amount of pain you would have been in, that you felt like giving up. You felt like I can't do this, because for a woman carrying a child, like so I've seen women lighting up for it, like they look forward for it. So,
yeah. But Bhavya, I just mentioned also that because I had a ailing mother, I knew she was fragile. I wanted to give her that happiness of meeting her first grandchild.
Exactly.
And I didn't know where she was, how long she's going to be with us, or because doctors had said transplant karna, heart transplant karna hai, ye wo bahut sari cheezein, difficulties aa chuki thi us time pe. So I said I want to be bringing that happiness to her as long as she's with me, Her medications were so high, she was drinking 1 glass of water a day. She was not even allowed to drink more than that. So you understand how intense she had become. Like, we didn't know when she's going to be with us. And for me to be like, hey, yaar, tumhare bacche ka bachcha hone wala hai. So how happy are you going to be in that? I wanted to be that I wanted to bring her that joy before anything would happen in our lives. And then that got taken away from me. My whole motive, my purpose of seeing, my mom being happy in spite of all her illnesses, it got shut down in 1 week's time itself.
Can I ask
मेरा
you a
motive
personal
वहीं पे चला
question?
गया. हाँ.
Now when you look back to that particular time, I'm sure you think about it almost every day. We are human. I know I think about some things every day. Like I would have done this differently. I would have done. Do you feel like you would have done something differently, or that was the only possible thing that I just... Do you regret that period of time, like not losing...
Of me losing my child?
Yeah. Like how was the pain like? I want for the women who have had miscarriages, because I've seen women giving up. Even the doctors are so narcissist about it. They say, आपको miscarriage हुआ, you have to be very careful with your second pregnancy because you've had a miscarriage. So what was the whole thing going on in your head? Were you devastated? Like, I want to know a little gist of it.
Bhavya, I feel, what, like our generation, up till our parents and all, we are so used to having big families. Dada, dadi, ye, wo, sab log saath mein. I also lost my grandparents early, when I was in school and also. For me, losing my mother at such a early age, right after I got married. 4 months of me getting married, I lost her. Before she could even see my sister getting married. So, yeah, that you're not ready for that in your life. Are you ever, like, have you even imagined that 30 years of your life you've been with that first person you are so connected with is gone? It's not there anymore. So, you're lost as a person. You're completely insecure. You're lost in the world. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to feel. You don't know how to talk and act and behave. You're lost, and it takes a lot to bring yourself back to normalcy.
Like,
I was not normal.
That's where I was going. How did you get back to normal?
I'm touchwood. I had really nice people around me. My husband could relate to all my feelings and emotions because he didn't have his dad, and he was dealing with all of my mood swings. And he said, "ठीक है," and then he used to take me out to holidays.
You
and
shout
stuff
out to your husband, man.
You shout to say, "I love you."
It's just I don't know you, but I feel like every woman deserves a man like you because I've seen. Because आज के ज़माने में people snap out.
Yeah,
people
he
snap out.
He stood by me. He had COVID when my mom died. He still took the flight and he wore a mask throughout the entire funeral. उसको COVID हुआ था when mom was gone, and he was down with fever, everything. But he came down. My entire family from this side came down to pay respects to my mom the last time, and he said that's the least I could do. And they were there. They said, whatever it is, that pain is that. You can't, there is nothing that will exchange that pain, okay? So you have to deal with it, grow through it, come out of it yourself.
I'm sure you miss her every day. So what do you tell yourself while you're missing her? I'm sure you talk to yourself also because I feel like people who've had some experiences in your life, they start talking to themselves because they feel like ये मेरी problem समझ ही नहीं पाएगा, मैं अपने आप से ही बात करूँ क्योंकि I do that, I don't know what I do that.
Yeah, you're saying मैं अपने आप से भी बहुत बात करती हूँ. मैं one-sided conversations करती हूँ अपनी mom के साथ. मैंने उनका एक photo रखा हुआ है अपने कमरे में, and I have one-sided conversations with her.
Wow, this is the best thing.
It's almost like I know she's listening to me, but I don't have any response from her side, but I still keep talking. I say, Mom, this is this or that, and even with Arjun, like I feel like it's so funny. I actually read it somewhere that when a person is almost about to die and there's a new member coming in the family, usually those dates coincide. So now when I look back, like my mom just found out that I was pregnant and she just somehow went. I don't know if that was meant to happen because I sometimes feel that they meet, right? And for me, I know they're together in the soul's world. They've met each other. All of that has happened. My mom's seen my child.
Yeah, they're
because when Arjun sees her photo, वो smile करता है.
Wow.
Like if I show him, like hey, say hi to Nani, and he's like, yeah, and all of that. He makes that face. So I don't know. I don't know what it is over there because he's just come into this new world, right? I don't know what is happening behind. I have no idea. But a baby looking at a picture and smiling, and he does that with Sid's papa's photos also. He looks at Sid's papa's photo and smiles. So has he met all these people over there? I don't know, but
I think yes.
He gets excited looking at them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's a photo, there's nothing else.
It's not a coincidence. See, you have to. For your own peace, I think, and if you believe there is somebody higher than us, I think this is the only possible way you have to live your life, right? You have to at some point believe like how in your situation, your mom is there with you in your son's body. Like, this is how you live your life. I think human beings, I have met like people and who still live in that trauma because they're never able to get out of it. Your child came in your life. It's a blessing. He took you out of that
because
place.
I tried again. I tried again for it after 1 year.
Yeah. What are the difficulties? Like, let's lighten up the topic. I really want to lighten it up. First thing is, do you miss anything about your single life?
Really? I miss everything. I will never be that carefree Martina again.
Okay.
That Martina who used to just sit on a bed and look at the ceiling. I'm not that person anymore. I can't do that. I'm constantly having him while I'm talking to you. He's in the back of my head. Like, what is he doing? Is he okay? Is he playing? Is he drinking? Is he having his food on time? वो कभी नहीं शांत होगा दिमाग. Like, you're never going to be the same person again, but in a good way.
But what do you really miss? Like, there's something you would have missed. Like, you would have been in your bed on a Sunday morning, like having your
I miss my sleep. I miss my sleep a lot. You know, when I remember मैं गोद भराई के time पे ना हमारा एक board था जिसमें मैंने बोला कि all these relatives of mine come and write suggestions for the new mom. And किसी ने लिखा था मेरी एक भाभी है जो next door live करती है. She wrote like enjoy your sleep right now because you
will not have it for the next
She didn't write that, but then I understood it later. I was only sleeping like I rested a lot. Like you usually do rest a lot in your pregnancy, and then after that, the moment he was born, नींद क्या भूल जाओ. There is no sleep in your dictionary.
So did people tell you कि तू pregnant होने वाली है, ऐसा करियो, वैसा करियो, ऐसा और क्या वो तरीके आते भी हैं काम में, like like बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं जो लोग आपको बताते हैं, but at the end of the day it's your personal experience.
हाँ ऐसे बहुत सारे myths होते हैं, but I'm not going to name any because like a lot of them come from seniors also. So with all due respect to them, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाली हूँ इस point पे, but a lot of things ना जो हमारे घर वाले like थोड़े myths होता है कि ये ऐसे करोगे तो वैसे होगा, वैसे करोगे तो ऐसे होगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है.
Now coming to the point that like when a woman is married, right? I really wanted to give a very honest answer to it, and it's my question as like a woman, like a child, like not a child, I'm hardly like 3 or 4 years younger to you, but I want to know that this thing like from my own personal experience. When you get pregnant, right? Is it you pregnant or we are pregnant? Really tell me
It's
that.
we are pregnant.
Oh please!
I'm telling you, it is we are pregnant. There's no you in this because
But
you're.
the man are like.
No, my husband was also dealing with his. I was actually observing. He also has his own hardships he was also going through emotions, no? So I don't know what is the scientific reason behind it, to be very honest, but I could see the change.
So you think we are pregnant?
We are pregnant and we are fathers. We are parents now. So I would say that he also.
Your husband did for you while you're pregnant made you the happiest. Small things I'm talking about.
He used to feed me a lot. I used to have the most randomest cravings at 2-3 o'clock in the night. I used to eat a lot also.
I used to get up with you or like sleep with you.
He was my junk food partner. Like a lot of people say don't eat
this, don't eat that. मैं भी हूँगा साथ में. That's the spirit, guys.
Like he was very supportive. I used to make sure I'm eating all the right food also. But I obviously wanted my own cravings and things like that. And he made sure like I got all of that.
Nice, man.
And he used to massage me, like when I
so
body
he was
pains
there
and all. Like
with
he used to
you.
give me back massages and पैरों का massage. He used to do that for me.
A lot of changes that women go through a pregnancy.
Yeah.
But now you have a beautiful child with you, and I want to know what are the changes you've had after having a baby in your personal character.
Physical changes so obvious hai. Your body is not the same anymore, but mentally I'm a different person. Yeah, like I wake up in the morning, I have this one motive that my entire day revolves. Like tum utte ho, tum socho like you have a pet, like you decide things like hey, he's gonna like this and his food is here and his sleep timing is this. You want to do everything around that one person, right? And sabse bada change is like I'm so tired. Like motherhood can make you very tired in the initial stages. You don't have proper sleep. You're waking up anytime, you're sleeping anytime, your body is just recovering. But like when I look at him, genuinely जब वो बोलते हैं ना कि you look at someone and then everything goes away, that is what I actually started feeling. Like he used to give me, obviously he's having sleepless nights. Babies don't sleep on a regular routine for the first few months. They don't have any proper sleep routine. It takes a long time for them to develop sleep patterns. So initially I was like, अरे यार ये उठ रहा है, अब मेरी नींद खराब हो रही है, ये वो and all that. But then I realized that Bichara, he's a newborn, he's dependent on me, he's looking up, he's waking up at 2 o'clock in the night and he's like, where's my mama who's going to take care of me and do all that? And I felt very responsible for that. I said, forget my sleep, forget my everything. This guy wants me to be there for him. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be there every time he wants me. So I have tuned myself to survive also on less sleep. Like when he sleeps, बोलते हैं ना कि जब बच्चा सोता है तुम भी सो जाओ. So I believe in that. When he sleeps, it's the best time for you also to relax a little bit. So
you became adaptable.
I became adapted to that. I became I was not concerned
Did you become patient and like
yeah.
your temper issues? Do they calm down?
Oh, everything. This guy, he's all over the place now. He's 10 months. He's active. He's throwing things and this and that and all. I'm a clean freak. I like things to be kept a certain way and like, I like my washroom this way, that way. This guy is everywhere, right? He's going to drop your things. He drops everything. He's broken so many things in the house. जबरदस्ती थोड़ी कर रहा है, वो खेल रहा है चीजों के साथ. So I become very relaxed. I'm like, हाँ, do whatever you want. You just have fun as a
You
child.
just have given yourself to him.
Yeah, I'm completely
One
this.
more thing, that women who give birth to a child normally leaves their professional life and give it all to their child. Like they want the child to go through every single minute like happy. Like I want to be there. वो चलेगा तो मैं होंगी, वो खाएगा तो मैं होंगी. Every time they want to be there. What is your take on it that women should work after giving birth or not?
I think you should pursue what you feel like, to be very honest. Sometimes कुछ households में ऐसे होता है, जैसे मेरी friend है, उसकी ना नानी बहुत hands on है उनकी baby के साथ. So she is very confident, right? Like मैं अपने माँ के पास छोड़ सकती हूँ, मुझे अपना काम करना है. I felt very happy with my child. I wanted to be present for him. I was that mother. Like I wanted to do his massage. I wanted to do his routine, give him a bath and this and that. And I felt like I'll resume work when my body demands it or my mind demands it. That
So
मुझे
you
अभी
took a
कुछ
break.
creative करना है. अभी मेरा body और दिमाग यही बोल रहा है कि मुझे इसको ध्यान देना है. तो मैं उसी पे focus करती. But I understand women also who are like कि यार my family is there to take care of the child. I'm going to feed him whatever. Mothers pump these days. They
Yeah.
take their milks out and they leave it for the family. But they want to work, or maybe some people
The
don't have that
finances.
luxury also
Yeah.
to decide. They're like, hey, I have to work.
Yeah.
So I respect them also, and I'm like, कि a lot of people don't have choices, but I had touch with that choice कि यार मुझे इसको ध्यान देना है. I want to be there and support him for whatever he's growing through. And when I feel comfortable, I'll get back to work, which is now.
What did your husband say? Like while you were, did you and your husband speak about it? Like I'm gonna take a break, or did he tell you now take a break?
No, it happened. Yeah, when the delivery happened, it was very natural. I was there for the child. मेरा full focus child है. But धीरे-धीरे when I came into cross the 6 month, 7 month mark, when he started eating solids and all, so I said, then an agency approached me for work and I said, let me just get back, because तब तक मैं active भी नहीं थी Instagram पे. I was not even posting content. Then I said, you know what, Sid, ये थोड़ा ठीक है अभी बच्चा, like I think I can
Take care.
couple of hours into something else also. So I started with that. I signed up the contract. Now I'm working with an agency. And I started doing shoots according to my comfort. They also know I'm a new mom. So I do things in my convenience without making the child uncomfortable, because that's my lookout. I know a lot of moms don't have that option, but they want to work also and they have to work. So they manage their way, And my management is how, like, right now I have handed him over to somebody else at home and they're taking care of him, and so I can be here. while that
Martina,
happens.
I have to say this to you. I normally sit with women who are in relationship, talk to me about their marriage, pregnancy. None of them could fucking influence me one bit, man. But your side of story is so pretty to look at.
Which one?
Everything, your child, your husband, and everything, that you feel like there is still hope. There is still hope. So I want to go back to the time when you were actually dating some losers.
No,
Like how was it? Heartbreaks, like चलो heartbreaks पर आ जाते हैं. कहते हैं कि जिसको रहना है वो रहेगा और जिसको नहीं रहना है वो चाय की जगह कॉफी भी दे दो तो चला जाएगा. ऐसे कहते हैं. तो आपने जो relationships देखे थे past में वो कैसे थे? Like how did you deal with heartbreaks? How were the toxic relationships what kind of toxic relationships you were facing?
Bhavya, I don't think I should talk about this.
No?
No.
तो heartbreaks कैसे deal करते हैं आप? तो audience को तो बता सकते हो.
Heartbreaks. Heartbreaks, I feel like, एक तो पता है आजकल मैंने देखा है कि बहुत ही ऐसे काफी हद तक ना टॉक्सिक कल्चर है. Like either you are, there's a lot of this situationship and there's so much of convenience attached to being, either you're a friend with a person for convenience. When you don't want to talk to that person, you can just ignore, and the other person is also okay with it. But I feel any relation, चाहे वो friends हो, चाहे वो family relation या boyfriend या girlfriend या even husband for that matter, there's always a two-way street, okay? And I feel like if you don't have that two-way street happening now, there's no relation.
Okay.
So a lot of people feel like कि अच्छा मैं अभी so-called I want to be married, or I want to be with a guy, or I want to be with this person, she looks like a good friend to me. But you don't have that time and effort to do anything about it. Like, I wouldn't say, that's so wrong to put it. Like, it's not about time and effort, but you really are not mentally into it. Like, मुझे फर्क ही नहीं, हाँ so-called friend है, but मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है उसका existence कैसा है, क्या है. Even that 1 month call, you know, just to keep a track of what the other person is, चाहे वो boyfriend हो या नहीं, boyfriend तो गलत है. This is so wrong. I'm not saying it right actually.
You're just basically saying that two-way street होता है. तो जितने भी लोग होते हैं जो relationship को toxic कहते हैं, आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि वो खुद toxic है?
Then it's not working, right? It's a two-way street. One way block हो रहा है, चाहे वो सामने वाला तुम्हें hints दे रहा है and you are not able to catch those hints and you think it's all going to be okay, but you have to like be aware. Like when you're in any kind of relation, you have to be aware. Keep your eyes open, your दिमाग open. हम पता है क्या हो जाते हैं, अंधे हो जाते हैं. हाँ, मतलब हमारा नुकसान हो ही जा रहा है और फिर हम चले ही जा रहे हैं. But what's the point? Like you're getting finished as a person. So even when it comes to friendships, like I had friendships which were mentally draining, and you know you feel tired being with that person. You know, like exhausted. So the moment you feel that and your gut is telling you that hey, कुछ सही नहीं चल रहा है, and be aware of it, no, and then decide what is okay, and then you mutually part ways and be like, hey, नहीं हो पा रहा है हमसे.
You're basically saying you should be self-aware in every relationship.
हाँ, हम any relation, चाहे वो कुछ भी हो, when the other person, when you feel mentally drained out being with another person, that means there is something not right about it.
Okay. Are you scared of raising your son in this generation?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Why?
So, like I said, my mom was a teacher, you know, she used to take these tuitions also at home. वहाँ पे ना बच्चे आते थे, like, you know, who were in junior school.
Junior school मतलब?
Junior school मतलब 3rd, 4th standard, 5th, 6th standard, maximum 7th standard तक आते थे. And like they used to come and like, you know, what their point of conversations were. यार मेरे पापा की ये गाड़ी है, मेरी वो है, मेरी ये है, वो है.
Guilty.
So then I realized like, yeah, this culture is not about innocence anymore. It's about assets and things that you put value to, like, you know, this, oh मेरे पास ये है, मेरे पास वो है, and this kids are talking this. I was like, and they're getting all these क्या वो कुछ तो लेकर आते थे यार, like.
I think the kids have peer pressure to even get the best lunchbox, best pencil, best notebook, best iPad.
Like एक टाइम था, I studied in a convent, हम जैसे मॉम जो भी खिलाते थे हम वही डब्बा में लेके जाते थे, and I remember उस टाइम पे तो स्टील के डब्बे होते थे. We used to take steel dabbas to school. I used to enjoy whatever mom's giving and come back home and be okay with it. And then McDonald's and all just became new when we were going through school time. So it was like very new in our culture. So for us to get addicted to that also took time. But आजकल के बच्चे ही उसी ज़माने में पैदा हुए जहाँ पे everything is
too fast.
Too fast, and that innocence factor is gone. So do I want Arjun to mature so fast at a young age because he's exposed to all of these things? No, I don't want him to lose his innocence. I keep him away from screen time. I keep him away from screens or, you know, things that would not benefit him in the long run, because it's easy to get addicted. मैं खुद phone कितना use करती हूँ दिन में.
What age do you think a child should get a phone? This generation.
When he's matured enough to know that the phone is not.
Do you think
it's just a device for him?
6th, 7th?
I can't put a number to it, yaar. I can be in 10th also and I'm still misusing my social media. I'm still misusing my content. I know kids who are below the age of 10 also and they're watching YouTube Splitsvilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. And I have met children also who come in and I'm like, hey, you are not supposed to be watching mature level shows. These are couple related things which you will not understand, and it's not your show.
Oh my God.
So why will a kid have access to these kind of things? And even if you have access to it, you should know कि ये मेरी या तो parents वो लगा दो parental guidance या lock लगा दो कि बच्चे उस चीज को access ही नहीं.
Netflix वगैरह में होता है.
हाँ, आजकल वो बहुत accessible हो गया. Parents have to keep a tab of what their child is consuming. मैंने flights में I've seen, you know, like the moment parents sit down, then their children are on their gadgets and this and that and all. And
they give like, them the gadget. तू इसमें लगा रहे.
हाँ, and I'm not judging them because I'm like, what if tomorrow I also end up doing that for whatever reason कि मैं थकी हूँ और मेरे से नहीं हो पा रहा है और I'm like कि एक distraction ले ले. But you know मैं क्या inculcate I try, okay, I try to get him into books. He's a 10-month baby, but he knows the concept of a book. Okay, he gets up, like if I keep a book in front of him, he opens it. And then he does agu, gagi, gugu, as if he's reading it. Yeah, so he knows that concept. So I want to consciously put these things in his brain that a screen is not your only.
Book is better.
Something else. Do something productive or do something like he's an active child. So I will try to keep him active doing physical things in a house. You know, leave him, let him crawl, let him do his thing, not restrict him.
What will you tell your child when he watches your season? What is that? Does it come to your mind? यार ये मेरे show देखेगा तो क्या पूछेगा? What will you tell him? This is all scripted.
वो वही पूछेगा ये क्या कर रहे हो माँ? What were you doing on the show? Why were you?
Why are you shouting?
Yeah, why were you shouting?
You told me not to fight. You're fighting. My kid. I have to answer your answer. I'll copy.
Yeah, but I think I'll just be that. I think he will understand. No, I want to be that friend. I want to be that friend mom. First of all, I'm not going to be that mom. So I'll be like, hey, buddy, listen. I went and did a reality show, and the whole purpose of the show was to play games and. Play tasks and do certain amount of things and give video diaries and talk about shared opinions. So that's all I was doing. Am I the same person? No. But yeah, I was.
If he says I want to go in Splitsvilla, what will you say?
So if I think like he is matured enough and वो समझ में आ जाता है एक person को देख के आपको समझ में आएगा कि मैं जबरदस्ती जानना चाहता हूँ या फिर मैं
really want to go.
I think like I can prove a point on the show or something like that. If he says वो समझ में आ जाएगा. If he thinks like he can do something like that.
So you are okay with giving your child whatever he wants to, like his career you are okay with, like choose anything you want, whatever you're okay in.
I will not restrict him in that sense because I feel.
Think if you ask me, and like a hypothetical situation, even I'm an aunt and my friends have kids and they ask me, should I go to a reality TV? I will say no. Just complete the education and then you go to a reality TV.
If you're specifically asking about a reality TV, yes, I would ask him to complete his studies, get a little hold in life. We all come from a business family background, so I feel like he should get that exposure first. Know what your papa is doing, know what the family is doing, get used to that. When he's going to pass from high school, I'll be like, hey, go join papa and see how he's doing, see what work he's doing. Go and experience life with him first. See what all that is about, and then you make your choices, na? Like you can do something on the side for sure, but you should have a fixed goal in mind that these are my skills and I should be doing something according to my skills. That ये मेरी actual speciality है या मेरा skill set है. I should be. Maybe he's a good talker, so I will. Maybe he's good at talking, or maybe he's good at spirituality, or maybe he's good as a physical athlete, or I don't know what skill set he's going to have, but if it's a good skill set that I think he can nurture, I will work on that and make sure he reaches in that direction. Then I will leave it up to him. Then when he becomes 16, 17, he'll be like, mom, now I'm a whatever, like then he decides what he wants to do. He can give me options and I will guide him that if it's right or wrong, I will share my point of view with him.
Perfect.
And if I think he's completely wrong, I will tell him on his face that, hey, sorry, I don't think this is for you.
Okay, so you basically want to be a friend to your
Yeah,
child.
I will not enforce something that, hey, you can't do this right now, but I will explain to him why he won't be able to do it.
Yeah. Martina, अब आपने हमें अपनी सारी लाइफ तो बता दी है. अब हमारी ऑडियंस ना थोड़ा गुस्सा हो जाएगी. तो 2-3 क्वेश्चंस हैं आपके लिए. डोंट वरी, आप ही के पेज पे रहेंगे हम. ठीक है, तो वो आप उनका जवाब दीजिए प्लीज.
ठीक है.
आपके फैंस को. मैं आपसे वैसे सच में पूछना चाहूंगी, like how did you like Roadies more or Splitsvilla? Both you have done.
My journey on Splitsvilla was more enlightening. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया.
पहला क्वेश्चन, I think he's Fedus Menon. If you bring Martina, I will request my whole university to subscribe your channel on our seminar which is going on happen next week. भाई क्या सब्सक्राइब कर दिया तुमने? चलो
ऐसे लिखा है इसने.
हाँ.
चलो मैं आ गई, अभी बता देना कॉलेज में. We need all of the students to subscribe.
Martina is a drama queen, people are saying.
मैं drama queen हूँ.
हाँ.
अच्छा. I don't know what drama have I created. Like I really would.
Do you feel like you were doing drama on screen?
Why is he doing that?
You're just touching him now.
Oh, अच्छा ठीक है.
You feel like you've done drama on TV?
No.
Did you get hate after your show?
Yeah.
You did?
You do anything, you get trolled, right?
Anything you did.
People will catch on certain things and elaborate on it, and you'll be like, oh, hey, I didn't even mean that, or you get trolled for everything you say and do.
So the next question is basically people were blindly supporting Roadies back then. then they understood how powerful journey of Rajnandini was. Do you agree that Rajnandini single-handedly like fought with you all?
She did put up a fight for sure. I mean, but she was made to do it.
She was made to do.
I wouldn't say that was her personal choice.
Okay. स्प्लिट्सविला में सिर्फ स्ट्रॉन्ग से कुछ नहीं होता है, आपको एंटरटेन करना पड़ेगा, कंटेंट देना पड़ेगा, यूटिलाइजिंग पावर्स स्मार्टली, फ्रेंडशिप एंड मेनी थिंग्स. ठीक है, डू यू अग्री विद दैट?
मुझे ये तो समझ में नहीं आता कि कंटेंट मतलब देना क्या होता है, बिकॉज लाइक इफ यू आर इन अ सिचुएशन, अगर तुम्हारे सामने रणविजय और सनी ने बोला कि अच्छा ये होने वाला है, वो होने वाला है,
डू यू थिंक टास्क्स आर मैनिपुलेटेड?
हाँ, टास्क आर मैनिपुलेटेड 100%.
ओके.
बट अगर तुम्हारा कोई रिएक्शन ही नहीं निकल रहा है, you're like okay, so what? So it's not about content, but अगर तुम्हारा कुछ people, why do they call it reality show? I think it's because they want to see a side of you, right? They want to see a personality of you, कि तुम्हारा opinion इस बात पे क्या है या तुम्हारा reaction इस बात पे क्या है. अगर तुम वही नहीं बता पा रहे हो तो I would say that you know you don't stand a chance to go ahead in the show. Also, provided that you're able to prove yourself in tasks and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Splitsvilla Roadies gang always won the task. It's all about content and many more, not performing task. They are actually taking a side. The Roadies gang was performing the task.
We performed because we kind of had that exposure in Roadies also, but does that mean that we had an upper hand in it? No, we were just in that kind of an environment. पहले भी हम कैमरास के सामने टास्क परफॉर्म कर रहे थे, हाँ, बट क्या हम वही टास्क कर रहे थे और वही इसमें नहीं. और हमारे साथ भी ऐसे, I can tell you when we had a hurdle task and our times were changed and we were put into the danger zone, जबकि हम actual losers नहीं थे उस task के.
I think guys, the questions you are asking is something I don't want to bring up. I'm sorry for this because I think Martina has also like grown and evolved in her life. It won't be fair to bring such questions in her podcast because you know I feel like when you're married you have a lot of responsibilities. So we will spare her the horror. Please, we don't want to put you in the
there's
spot.
nothing. I don't think there's anything relevant. I know what you're talking about, but if you have anything that is relevant at this point, that would you know I'm okay to talk about. I'm more than happy to answer those.
No, but there's.
I know it's about the connections or whatever, but yeah, we've all moved on in life. We all are at different places.
How's your relationship with Gurmeet?
Gurmeet was a good friend. After the show also we spoke, we met a couple of times with Kavya.
He's also married.
He's
Kavya
also married.
also made them.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, Kavya did have
Kavya
a hand.
sabka kara di.
Kavya had a hand in bringing Britney to that festival. वो भी हाँ, ये दोनों भी Sula festival. This was Sula Fest which happened back after Splitsvilla, and Gurmeet भी उस festival में आया था, and Britney, who's his wife right now, she was also there at the festival through Kavya, and they clicked.
They clicked. Martina, any special day you had in Splitsvilla?
Special day. It was when I became the queen.
What was the feeling like back then being the queen? You know, I so miss that concept of that book of fortune खुलेगा.
तुम वहाँ बैठे हो.
The queen. Like that's so empowering, man. You know, I got a chance to become queen once.
Yeah.
In the whole season.
Wow.
And because I was always in the
How
dumping.
was it like?
Bro, I felt so good. But again, the producers tried their way to make me like the villain. But it was so good. It's so empowering, guys.
It's
I'm
empowering.
You, it's so good.
Yeah, it's empowering. It's for sure empowering when you earn it and you feel like, wow, okay.
Did you used to feel like, अब आओ?
हाँ, मुझे वो feel कभी, I never could digest it. I'm sitting over there. But you asked me what was the best moment, right? I'll tell you what was the worst moment also.
Yeah.
मैं जिस दिन क्वीन बन गई और मैं अपने हमें अलग से रखा गया था, I was away from the crew and the contestants also.
Yeah.
They were not in my vicinity. मेरा रूम बहुत ही अलग था. We had cottages over there in that property और ये लोग का जगह ही अलग था. I was not allowed to come out of my room.
Yeah.
I was not allowed to. I didn't have any mode of entertainment in my room. Imagine shoots are happening. बहुत सारे shoot के time पे the queen used to only come in the dumping ground and specific task के time पे. तो मैं सोचो पूरा दिन अकेले रूम में बैठी हूँ, not allowed to peep outside my room or go step out of put my leg outside also. My food used to come to the door and everything used to happen and then the producer used to come and be like कि अभी तुम्हें इस time पे ready होना है, फिर हम तुम्हें लेके जाएंगे task पे लिए. That was the most torturous thing. Imagine No music, no newspaper. Then I
No-
said, you
no
know what?
entertainment.
हाँ, I said, please give me a newspaper तो मैं कुछ तो पढूं. What am I going to do sitting in the room like this? I started crying the first day. I said, this is not good. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have anything, and you're not allowing me to do anything. I'm sitting in a room alone. That was the most worst feeling ever because suddenly you're alone.
Were you paid for the show?
No.
No. So do you think, like, in all the shows you have done with MTV, were you ever getting paid?
I got paid eventually after that.
Okay.
The shows I did after Splitsvilla, I got paid. Was it enough in terms of, I mean, it's not good enough, but yeah, you got paid after that.
What is that one advice you will give the audience who watch reality shows? What, any advice? Like, even as a matter of fact, judging somebody because they're fighting a lot, or having a connection, when they come out of the show, they break up. Any advice, like when the audience look at these shows? What would they-
Everyone's aspiring to be either a model or a reality TV person,
Yeah.
or या मुझे मैं होती तो मैं ऐसे करती या मैं होता तो वैसे करता. But it's really what, like, at the cost of what? I came onto the show because I got like multiple exposures. I got work after that. Does everybody get that? No. I mean, it's very subjective. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your routine. You have to shift based to where work is happening, which is Bombay right now, and then like you have to be part of the whole thing I told you, right? The whole network, and be active and give auditions every day and so things. There's a lot of production money that goes in, traveling up and down. कपड़े तुम्हें चाहिए, makeup होना चाहिए, hair हर रोज करना होता है. So are you ready for the grind? And Mumbai is not a city where you have comfort and luxury. You are spending tons of money just to have a basic lifestyle. So you're going to leave your hometown and come here, and there are millions of others who are doing the same thing that you want to do. So unless you have your cards straight that, you know, hey, this is the only thing I want to do and I will do it anyhow, and you're like, you know, okay to do it anyhow, then that's up to you. I will not judge you on that. But if you think like this is part of something, I just want to do it for time pass, ये बहुत ही waste of time है then. It's not something that
So
you should.
you don't
Like,
encourage.
look at you, Bhavya. Like, you started podcast. You think you started enjoying it. You started doing it more and more, and then you started doing more meaningful stuff, right? So now you made a whole living out of it. Like, how many people will aspire and stick to that thing कि मैं मुझे यही करना है और मैं यही करती रहूँगी? It's very difficult to stick to that in the media field because there's so many people
Yeah,
doing the same
competition
thing.
is on all
Maybe
the time.
1,000 people are auditioning for one job that you are looking for. So it's very. It's a
I
very
genuinely
brutal
feel like
world.
when, if you ask me now, what the question I asked you, I just want to give one second to that. That I feel like reality shows should be only done by people who have nothing to do at that point of time. You know, you should be very.
At present, yeah.
Yeah, you should be very.
If you have nothing more meaningful to do in life.
If you have your education going on, because I
Yeah.
regret it now that, you know, I dropped out of Amity.
Yeah.
I would have easily completed it, and, you know, I would have done what I loved actually. Like, I love podcasts. This is like everything to me, but I would have been a lawyer also.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed that more.
Yeah, but you're also doing something that is more meaningful now. See, it's all about doing something meaningful.
God
right?
has
You found
his own-
something
yeah.
that is adding meaning to your life, and you're enjoying it while it happens. So you do it, like, you know, do it properly.
Martina, it was a very inspiring session, honestly. You know, like, I have learned so much from you today, and I hope the audience has learned as well. Before you leave, I want you to give a message to the fans who wanted you, who have always loved you, who still make your edits on Instagram.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
anything you want to say, any advice or anything, please, it's all yours.
Firstly, thanks to all the Bhavya fans. Bhavya fans, should I call them Bhavya
कुछ भी बोल दो।
fans? All the Bhavya fans who've asked for me to come on the show. I'm so grateful. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, it's been so long I've done something in front of the camera this way and spoken my heart out. And for you guys to want me to come and speak like that is amazing. And I really appreciate it because I didn't think I had it in me also at this point. So I just shared some things which I felt like, you know, which I, you know, wanted to put out there through Bhavya or whatever she, you know, whatever conversations we've had. I'm glad I could do it. And to all the people who are out there, I think just like, wait, I need to like phrase this properly. To all the people who are watching this, what would I like to say to them?
I think people should be just, with your journey, I think there's everything happening for a reason, bro.
Yeah, so true. So I would like to say, to people, like, life is going to be coming to your face at any time, anywhere, anyhow. If you're ready to face it, just be ready, for whatever comes. It's never going to be all butterflies. It's never going to be this. But be a go-getter. Stick to what you're doing. Stay, focused and like, just do your thing. Stay happy. Stay positive. And
I think live in the present also, like with what
live in the present. Oh my God, yes.
I think what I've learned from you today is that you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Life is
Yeah.
unpredictable. So whatever time you have with your loved
Yes.
ones, with your families, just be happy, keep no grudge, man.
हाँ सबसे मेन चीज़ एंड बिफोर वी एंड दिस आई हैव टू से दिस हमारी जनरेशन की आदत पता है क्या है? कल ऐसे हुआ था ऐसे होना चाहिए था या कल ऐसे होने वाला है एंड आई एम सो स्ट्रेस्ड आउट अबाउट टुमारो एंड डे आफ्टर एंड 10 months down the line and 1 year out. I feel we should all just learn to just stop and live in the present and appreciate the present. Be happy, grateful about what you have around you. Live in the present because we don't even know if you're going to be alive tomorrow, to be very honest. Enjoy life. Don't take it so hard on yourself. Just be easy and life is going to be.
It's going to work out, I
it's
think, at
gonna
the
work
end of
out.
the day.
Everything is going to work out.
Every
fine.
day, yeah. If you're doing
Yeah.
good, everything's going to
Work
out.
out.
Yeah. So guys, this was Martina for you. I hope you all are happy now. And Martina, I want to say this, like this is like I've got all the 3 queens on my channel.
Yes, bro. Good one.
I've got all the 3 queens on my
Nice.
channel. I think I have one tick I've done because your season was like very beautiful. Like I loved it.
Was
It was so good. It was the OG season. I
Yeah.
think nothing like that has come after
Yeah.
that. And this was Martina for you. I hope you all liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. New video dropping every Wednesday, 4:45 p.m. Till the time, I'll see you next. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, bro.
Thank
you so much.